you're new to this channel, do subscribe and you're welcome. When we saw this route plan on the Google Maps, it was considerably bigger in size than that of a landscape of Sri Lanka. The time was around 8:15 in the morning and we were around 50 kilometers away from the city. We stopped in this decent restaurant called Sambram, located on the Bangalore-Hassan highway. The breakfast was decent enough and we were again back on the highways towards Hassan. The time was around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We were almost crossing Sakleshpur and entering the Shiradi Ghats to reach Mangalore. We reached the outskirts of Mangalore by around 5 o'clock in the evening, so we still had daylight and we thought we'll extend a bit further and drive for around 2 to 3 hours more so we can enter the borders of Kerala. And for day 1 we ended and stayed in Kannur. Day 2 of the trip was much exciting than the day 1. If we drive down 15 kilometers south from Kannur, you reach down to a beautiful drive-in beach. So in this drive-in beach, we are allowed to take our two-wheelers, our cars to drive on the sand. For us, it was a bad opportunity that the tides were so high and the water was coming till the shores. So all the roads were closed and we are not allowed to take our car inside the sand. So if you guys are traveling this side, Kannur or Kasaragod, so I would recommend you reaching down to this place. So the name of the place is described below, so you can have a check. We spent some quality 2 hours on the beach and then started our drive towards the highways. The plan for the day is to reach Alleppey. Alleppey is around 321 kilometers and 7 hours of a drive. Due to the heavy traffic and narrow roads, it took us more than 11 hours. And by around 10 in the night, we reached Alleppey. We booked our hotel on the way and we checked in at midnight. Alleppey is always famous for their beautiful houseboats. If you have a duration of 2 to 3 days, you can hire a houseboat and then stay in them overnight to enjoy the nature and culture of Kerala. Or if you have a time constraint of 2 to 3 hours, you can hire a normal steamer boat and then go around the inland waters and experience their culture too. When you hire these small steamer boats, they take you out for a lunch in a small inland backwater restaurants, and what you all get is always fresh fish and a good Kerala meals. So I would recommend this 200%. Don't ever skip this. We have booked this steamer boat for around 3 hours and it was all over and we are back to the road by around 3 in the afternoon. The plan for the day is to reach Kanyakumari, but we had a small deviation and we thought we'll head down to Dhanushkodi, Rameshwaram. The total distance from Alleppey to Rameshwaram is around 400 kilometers and 7 hours of a drive. As we started at around 4 in the afternoon, it was very late, so it took us around a good amount of time and we reached at around 2 o'clock in the midnight to Rameshwaram and we checked into the hotel. Hi friends, if you're in Bangalore and you have never been to Dhanushkodi, I would recommend this place a lot because this place altogether has a different vibe, and every time you visit it is fresh and lively. So do have this in your list. The straight road that goes to the end of Dhanushkodi is the closest point to Sri Lanka. From here it is around just 23 kilometers, and with people having telescopes at this point, they show us coconut trees saying that is the land where the Sri Lanka starts. Hope you all like this video. So if you have liked it, kindly do drop your valuable comments and share it to your friends and dear ones so that they can enjoy this trip with us. That is the end of our beautiful 4-day trip. We all headed down back to Bangalore. So see you soon on another video with a beautiful vlog. Until then, take care, bye bye, and see ya.